we have our special guest here tonight.
Woo!
Um, and he's working on the new book, Storm, which we absolutely love for so many reasons. Before we bring him on, we're going to show you the trailer for Storm right now and tell you just what she's been up to. You're going to love this. Our very special guest, Murewa Ayodele, writer of Storm. What is going on, my friend?
Hey, let's go.
Hold on, let
Hello,
me
everyone.
properly give this to you because we are enjoying this book immensely. Murewa, am I saying your name correctly?
Perfectly.
Ah!
As
English
I
for the A plus, baby.
as I hold this lovely tome in my hands that was created by this gentleman here. Let me
Yes.
tell you.
Yeah, fantastic cover choice.
Oh my god. I don't know where to begin when it comes to this book. Your work, the awards, everything that you're doing is everything that we're about. But I want to start with you starting this work on Storm. Did they pick you or did you say, hey, I need to have this?
It's a little bit of both. While I was writing, I think when I was done writing I Am Iron Man, some fans of Iron Man asked me online what some of the characters that I would like to write. And when I listed characters, one of them was Storm. And on the tweets where I listed Storm with an image of Storm, Tom Brevoort quoted the tweet and said noted. And at that time it hasn't even been announced as like, oh, the X-Men editor yet. He hasn't gotten the call from Dan Buckley and all the other things, but he said noted. So there was that. So I don't know why he said noted. I don't know anything. So there's that. But fast forward like months later, or maybe even a year later, when he was already in the X office. I think they already announced some of the like first X-Men books and stuff. So and he sent an email to me with the title of Storm. Like that was just the title, just Storm. And
Mhm.
then he walked me through some of their plans for Storm and asked if I would like to plug in and be the one to like shepherd solo journey as a solo superhero.
All right. So I want to read some of the books you're a part of. New Men, which is one of your NAMO nominated comic book series. New Men, critically acclaimed webcomic. My grandfather was a god. The popular
Yeah.
Okagon, Brutalizer of Gods, which is under your imprint, and several comics like Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, which good stuff. Adventures Unlimited, Infinity Comic, I Am Iron Man, and now Storm. Um, the work speaks for itself. We
Thank you.
here love the goddess.
Hmm.
We have clamored for years. Don't get, I will stand on the heel and I will die on it. There hasn't been a look this woman has not served. She is served every single
Hmm.
time.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
and now that they're drawing her hair with the kinky curly,
Yes.
I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
y'all hitting the notes right now. And just watching that trailer alone, and then reading the comics and just seeing, I'm like, how you slaying and saving and slaying at the same time is, I don't. The capes, the fits. I'm
Yeah.
just like, the capes and the fits.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
That was like from the get go, even from the proposal I wrote to Tom Brevoort, like even before I came with the plot. Because when he reached out to me, the plot was the first thing I came back. I came back with a bunch of documents I put together, and one of the documents was like, oh, like the central tone of the story. So I said, oh, I wanted this, the tone of the story was going to be very mythic. So like we're going to treat her like a god. So like, oh, like it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, she's going to belong to a pantheon like the Orishas or something, but not necessarily. But all our stories are going to feel very monumental, like we're telling stories of this great mythological character. And one of the things we also listed was that this is going to be a very fashion driven story. We're going to see every character, especially Storm, express herself through fashion. We're going to see her style her hair. We're going to see her dress in cool ways. There are still things we're still experimenting with because when it comes to like African prints on clothes, it's not usually very easy to present in comics. So you could
mhm.
see in issue one, you could see some occasional appearances of that. Where you see some patterns on like a cloth. There's this like jacket where she wears like this flowy jacket. You could see the African prints behind it. So we're playing around with stuff like that, just trying to
I'm
bring in the fashion, the African vibes. When Chris Claremont was still writing her, you could see her wearing some of the African head wraps. You know, but we haven't said that in a while. We're like, yo, we are bringing back the head wraps. Different things. We're just trying as much as possible to bring in that um goddess feel, that regal feel, and that African vibes, and try to bring it back into this character and our stories.
Kira.
Okay.